Meron na namang butik eh. Kahapon pa yan. Kaya kung tinatakpan ko pa ng ganyan. I am really contemplating if I should write this down. I have notes. I know some of them hates. Have to reshoot the last part of the video. This is the next day actually. The reason why is I was editing the video earlier and thought that the last part was really messy and yung thoughts are so scattered, unorganized, and I wasn't able to fully deliver what I wanted to say or what I wanted you to understand why I shared my story. So I shared my story not to get sympathy about what happened. I wanted to reach people. If you happen to watch this and you're experiencing bullying, I want you to know na you're not alone. I have gone through that and I was able to overcome it. Though, yung effect, I'm still fighting against it, but I believe that we will get through. The effect ng bullying is first, it changed how I view myself. Before, I view myself the same as how those bullies sees me. I feel like they feel disgusted towards me and I feel disgusted toward myself as well. So there are still times na nararamdaman ko yun na I feel disgusted about myself. I don't like the way how I look. I don't like my body. I don't like everything about myself. But I'm fighting against it. And that's the most important thing. The most important thing is you don't give up. Second is how I think people see me as. My friends know me as an approachable person. Ngayong college siya, as in right now, currently. That's how they know me. Friendly, approachable. That's how they all know me. But there are times na sobrang naiilang ako kumausap ng isang tao or natatakot ako or nag-overthink ako because yung question na paano kung yung tingin niya sa akin ganito? Paano kung ganito yung tingin niya sa akin? Ganito yung iniisip niya about sa akin? It is really tiring to hear those voices against your head. But just remember that whatever they told you who you are, that's not you. It is only you who can say who you are. And then, bullying affects my self-confidence. There are times na sobrang baba ng confidence ko. Syempre kasi ang tagal rin na nakatatak sa isip ko na I am ugly because of how I look, because of my weight, because of my skin color. I'm constantly trying to build it up, but alam mo yun, may time pa rin na nako-question mo yung sarili mo if worth it ba yung itsura ko, yung appearance ko to be with someone else? Am I worthy enough to stand before you? Am I worthy to be your friend? Am I worthy to be called as your best friend? Am I worthy to be called as your girlfriend because of my physical appearance? But then, as time goes by, I learned how to love myself. And loving yourself is a constant battle of pulling in and out of a relationship with yourself. That's okay. If you feel like confident right now, feel it, girl. But if you feel down, it's normal. Everyone are experiencing insecurities. The beautiful stars of the Philippines like Liza Soberano, Catherine Bernardo, they have all their own insecurities and those insecurities have their own root cause. But it's okay to feel insecure, but it's not okay to stay insecure with yourself. And always fight with those voices that is telling you na you're ugly. You are beautiful the way you are. You are beautiful the way how you were created. Mataba ka man, payat ka man, pango ka man, matangos man yung ilong mo, bungi ka man or hindi, kumpleto man yung katawan mo or hindi. You are beautiful. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You are beautiful if you think you are. Bullying has a affect my mental health. I don't want to call myself as person with anxiety because when it comes to mental health, I don't want to self-diagnose. If I have money and an access to talk to a professional, I would love to, because your mental health is your wealth. Pero there are times na I feel like napaparanoid ako, nag-overthink ako. I think that my classmates right now, some of them hates me for being so strict. Palat daw akong galit, mainit ang ulo. Siguro yun yung self-defense ko to protect myself. It's just that there's the fear na mangyari yun. Maybe not because of personal hygiene, but maybe other things. It's scary. The fear is always there. I am really contemplating if I should write this down, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know that bullying affects your mental health. Now, if you are currently experiencing bullying, or here are the things that I regret not doing before. First is to speak up. It doesn't matter if you have to shout, if you have to cry, if you need to do those things just to voice out what you feel, go ahead. They will never know that you're not okay kapag hindi mo sinabi sa kanila. They will just continue to do that for fun. Next is acknowledge that you are in need. And remember when I said na I keep everything from my mom because of our family situation? I regret that. I should have avoided those countless heartbreak and pain that I've gone through if I just acknowledge that time that I need help. Just imagine the tears, the pain, the constant question, the fear that I should have avoided if I ask help or if I acknowledge that I need help. If you are in a situation that you think you need help, but you're contemplating because of the things going on right now, just don't think and acknowledge you need help, then speak up. And then acknowledge the help from others. Whether those people that you don't know, whether the people na you least expect na tutulong sa'yo, just acknowledge their help. Like, before I didn't know that this person will help me. I have this friend named Yan Yan. Naging emotional support ko talaga siya during my college time noong 2015. Kung hindi dahil sa kanya, kay Yan Yan, kay Neil, kay Shai, kay Eliza, I don't think na matatapos ko yung school year niya. Aside from bullies, I have my personal own family, financial, mental problem. Lastly is improve yourself. But of course, you will not improve yourself just to prove them wrong, because you want to change the way how they see you, because you wanted to impress those people, because you wanted to be part of them. No. If you do things to improve yourself, for your own satisfaction, magtatagumpay ka. For those people in general, kasi of course no one will ever admit to themselves that they are bullies. First thing is, if you cannot change something in 10 seconds, shut your mouth. For example, open yung zipper ng friend mo. You can tell him na open yung zipper. That person can close it within 10 seconds. But if yung pinansin mo is yung ngipin niyang sungke, yung mataba niyang katawan, yung sobrang payat niyang katawan, there's nothing wrong for something natural. Yung first experience ko, diba? So the reason why I was bullied is because I was scared knowing what happened. But imagine if in early age, naturuan na tayo na there is nothing wrong with something natural like pee, poop, body posture, the parts of our body. If something goes wrong, if something goes missing, if wala kang kamay, wala kang paa, there's nothing wrong with that if you're naturally born with that. And when it comes to telling people that there's something wrong with them, that you know they can change, say it nicely. I I learned this from Adeline Morin. If you wanted to tell someone that might hurt them, you can give it as a compliment sandwich. I've learned this from Adeline Morin. Sabi niya, if you wanted to tell someone that might hurt their feelings, you can deliver it as compliment sandwich. Like for example, uy girl, alam mo ba, gusto ko ng kasama palagi. Pero minsan ka mo, naaamoy ko yung amoy mo, lalo na pag pinapawisan ka. But I really like you though, and I really like being with you. I'm just saying this because I'm your friend, diba? So in that way, they will be able to notice what's wrong with them without feeling. Next is stand for someone else. If you're seeing someone being bullied, being harassed, or anything, just stand up for them, and it will change someone else's life massively. Like, it won't cost you to be a decent person. It won't cost you to be a nice person. So, dun sa mga tao na gaya ko na nakaranas ng bullying and already in this phase where sometimes na-hold back pa rin sila ng past, there are two things that I think can help you overcome the effects of bullying. First is acceptance. Accept the things that have already happened. They have already tainted your mind and your heart. And the question here is, how can you forgive someone who isn't sorry at all? Is you have to know that forgiveness is given not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. Never do anything that you think will please someone. Do things just because you wanted to please her. That's it for my first video. I really hope na you learned something. And if you watched the video up until this part, I'm thankful na natapos mo to. This is just one out of many episodes that I will be doing. But yeah, you can leave your suggestions below. And then I also wanted to hear your story. If you have stories like confessions, fangirl confessions, I would accept that as well. But if you just wanted to be heard, but you feel like no one is there to listen for you, write it down, send it to me, I'll read it, and I'll answer you in my next video.